this app right here. So this very app allows you to build your Forge apps without any code, without the usage of VS Code, without doing the deploying, without doing the installing, without doing updating the manifest. None of that. You're doing everything within Jira itself. That's right. You write a prompt. Prompt is written. Manifest is being generated. Front end is being generated. Back end is being generated. You're choosing the name of it, the name of the app, and also you are choosing where is it going to be deployed. Everything with this app right here. You get the option to use 100 credits, and the name of this app is AI Apps Builder for Jira. So what kind of an app I want to build right here? I can start with different ones. Let's say that I'm really interested in security of this Jira instance, and I want to have actually an app that goes through projects, detects if there are stuff like any logged in user, the project role within that project or public, and then it specifies everything in that specific project. So right, I'm going to say create an app that will display the security of each project. Let's use the updated terminology. So it's going to be each Jira space. More specifically, browse projects permission. If the space contains any logged in user or public, mark it in red critical text. For everything else, mark it as low. That's where we're gonna be having. Also, so I can go and see how it goes with this one. Let's say I don't want anything in here. So first, it is going to specify the name of my project. So let's say I want to be using this one. And it's saying I'll create a Forge app. So first what it goes through are the docs. That's actually pretty good. And it's fetching the REST API. And now it's saying all the information that will actually do. And it's saying that this will create a Jira global page app. Now it's specifying what kind of template it's basically using. Alright, so what it did, it created a file for manifest.yaml and the package.json and also the readme md. And now, as you can see what it's doing here, so it's going with the backend resolver because you already know that basically in all Forge apps you're going to be having the backend and the front end. Mostly you're going to be having the backend and the front end. For example, if you're going with custom fields, everything is through the front end. And now what is it doing is, so it's actually going through the index.html. So it's also creating the package.json, and it's even creating the app logo for you. Pretty interesting. So you don't have to go around and poke around the logos. Okay, interesting. And let me create the main React app. And in here, you actually have the two JavaScript files. And now it's adding the CSS styling. Alright, so it doesn't only create the plain basic looking app out there. So it goes and creates like a fully customized app. Well, it's actually pretty interesting. Nice. So this is what is it doing. So this is how it works. What are the next steps to deploy the app? So you can do in two ways. And now it's saying what you have is ready to deploy. Okay. Retrieves permission scheme, analyzes browser permission, identifies critical security risks. Right. Public any logged in user access. That's right. And now what it does, it displays results in easy to read dashboard. Interesting. I didn't actually tell it to do it, but it seems it's smart enough to recognize that. Interesting. And what is more interesting is that for this prompt, it used 5 more credits. Okay. So I'm going to say ready to deploy. And of course, it's going to be asking me all of these things. It is also asking me for my API token. I'm gonna pause the video, gonna come back. Right, I'm back with my API token in here. Google Password Manager. No, I don't want that. So from here, I'm gonna be testing my connection. Okay. So we're waiting for the results, and now it's saying that everything was nice, and now we deploy this to Jira. Now what is it doing is, it actually is deploying. In the background, everything is done through Forge deploy, and then if it's needed, the Forge lint is done, and so on and so forth. So you don't see that actually happening here. It's basically telling you, okay, this is checking, and now we have the deployment, and we have all of that stuff going on. So yeah. Alright. So now it's saying the estimated time is 3 to 7 minutes. It's just a placeholder there. It's even less than that. And also it really depends on your prompt and what you actually want to build in there. That is the another thing. Of course, bear in mind that for each prompt you'll be using 5 credits. And for me, this actually worked flawlessly, because I built Jira project insights dashboard, and I was amazed with the results, really. So this right here, I would suggest for a lesson to actually take note on this. So I believe that this app was actually developed by SASJet. Not sure. One disclaimer though, I'm not promoted by them or anything else for doing this video. Simply, I found a LinkedIn post about this, and I actually saw basically that you can build your own Forge apps without anything else. Something that Atlassian has announced on Teams 25 is still not available, but of course it's still somewhere in the backlog, and you will be able to do this with Rovo. That's actually pretty interesting, because a lot of different features that were not even announced in Teams 25 are being released. So that is going to be something that is going to be interesting, and I'm also wondering how is it going to cover, how is it going to handle the debugging of the code. So we'll see about that. Yeah, maybe it was right when it was saying estimated time 3 to 7 minutes. But like I said, this really depends on what you are trying to accomplish. And I wasn't really getting into details. I didn't even tell it in what kind of output I want to be seeing. I want to be seeing the results. I want to be seeing the results. I didn't specify if I wanted to actually use this in a table. I didn't specify this if I wanted to use as a pie chart or something else. It simply told me, "Hey, I'm gonna be outputting this in a different format," and basically that was it. Which is interesting, of course. So yeah, it's still taking the time. You know what? I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna come back when it's finished. Alright, so we're done and the app has been deployed. Big question. Where the app gets deployed? Well, it gets deployed within your apps. Makes sense, right? So, when I refresh this, Space Security Monitor, here it is. This is the app. Whoa, okay. Wow. I am amazed. Look at that. Wow, okay. 27 total projects, 10 critical risk, 17 low risk. And I go here, and it's saying which one is basically using. And I have it in here saying that this is critical, 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 and all of these, oh my god, all of these are critical. 10 projects have critical security issues. They should be reviewed. Wow. So I'm amazed how it goes with a step forward. Wow, okay. This is really good. This is really, really good. And you also have option to filter out. And you also have this refresh option. So when you're creating the new ones, and when the new ones are keep coming, you can refresh this and see the new option. I have no words for this. So if you have your own ideas on what you want to create, what you want to make, this is the app for you. Alright? That's it for me today. See ya.